we're standing in the block between Dolorosa and Nueva streets. Behind me is the Dolorosa Street Bridge. They're doing construction right now at the south half of that bridge. Crews have poured some of the paseo on the east bank here along this block. They're going to keep pouring that paseo, and there'll be an actual pedestrian bridge that goes to the other side of the creek to continue underneath Dolorosa Bridge. Now, over to my left and looking to the east here, that's where the new cybersecurity building for UTSA is going to be. We have had some coordination with their team. Originally, we had a retaining wall designed to go along this edge of the park. However, in coordination with the UTSA team, we realized that it would give a lot more flexibility to their design if we just slope this back. So we've done that on a temporary basis. When they get a design team on board, we'll work with them to cooperate our two designs. So behind me and looking to the north is Calder Alley. Now this was once a city street, but it's been repurposed now for the San Pedro Creek Culture Park. The paving that you see along here has a green aggregate, just like we had in phase 1.1. It's a continuation of that green in the sidewalk. And the symbols that you see in the paseo right here actually match symbols that are in the paving in the courtyard behind the Spanish Governor's Palace right over here to my left. Now, right now, what they're working on is some of the concrete work down in the channel below, but you can see the benches up here on the street level. Below each one of these benches is one of the 5 murals that Kerry Brown is working on with local artists to see what kind of murals are going to be put there to represent the 300-year history of San Antonio.
So behind me, you can see a series of curved walls. These are the locations of a new mural that will be on San Pedro Creek Culture Park. The artist team, consisting of Cortes and a number of local artists, are currently working on the design concept. They are factoring a lot of historical information related specifically to the creek and are currently doing research with the community and local organizations that can speak to this history.
All right, we're on the lower paseo on the west bank of the creek between Commerce and Dolorosa Street. Commerce Bridge is behind me. It's been completed for quite some time. They're still doing some work on the sidewalks on the other side. On the other side of the channel, you can see the natural limestone wall. Between that wall and the actual channel wall will be aquatic plantings. But you see the limestone there, that's actually limestone that's been repurposed from the original retaining wall. This section of the retaining wall to my right is actually being preserved, and it's going to stand. That's about a part of about 60% of the retaining walls that are being preserved. But whatever we are demolishing, as much as possible, we're going to try and repurpose those blocks and put it back into the creek, just to acknowledge the history of the 300 years of development along San Pedro Creek. So right now we're walking underneath the Commerce Street Bridge, and we're coming out on the north side to the Alameda Gardens area. Now, this is where the 240-foot long water wall is going to be on the right-hand side. In the summertime, when this water wall is going, it's going to be like an evaporative cooling process. And when you walk under this bridge, it's going to be a nice, refreshing feeling when you walk out from under. You'll walk out to the half guitar island. That's where the microphone will be that'll interact with the lights underneath the water wall.
Okay, so behind me is the second permanent public art project in this segment of the park. This is designed by an artist named Adam Frank, and as Kerry mentioned, it will be interactive with the lights that are on the water wall. You can see there's a small mock-up on the wall right now where we were testing the flow of water, testing the lights, and also testing how that looks in the nighttime in terms of the reflectivity of the light on the water. And so this is another exciting project to add to the park. It'll be interactive, so in this area here, where you can see some of the electrical has been stubbed up through the concrete, that's where a microphone will be located, so visitors to the park can come, interact with that microphone, and change the lights on the water wall in real time.
So I'm standing on the half guitar island in the Alameda Gardens area. Now there'll be a channel in between the island and the paseo wrapping around that'll be filled with aquatic plantings and have water flowing through. Behind me is Texas Public Radio, who, although they're still in construction, they are already in operation. So we have access for them coming in off of Commerce Street, and we have a safe corridor for them to go to and from their building. In the future, the paseo is going to wrap around Texas Public Radio and on past and end up in front of the Alameda Theater, which is currently starting renovations and will be reopened here in about the same time that we'll open San Pedro Creek Park in this segment. We're standing next to the Alameda Theater. Behind me is the site of hopefully the future Alameda Plaza. However, during construction, we encountered some items of archaeological importance and cultural significance historical foundations that you see. Among them are foundations for the old Alamo Ice House, and more notably for the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Right now they're doing archival research, and we're working with the Texas Historical Commission and the United States Army Corps of Engineers, and also the City of San Antonio's Office of Historical Preservation, to determine the best course forward here and determine what we need to do to make sure that we're giving the proper acknowledgement and preservation to these artifacts.